Hi, everybody, and welcome to Nailed It Intuition and Tarot. This is your girl, Torch, and today I'm going to provide a reading with the numerology guidance cards. So we'll kind of do like a past, present, future energy to see what numerology cycles you might be moving through at this time. Tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. If you recognize parts of your story in this reading, take only what brings you back to your personal power. You do have intuition, wisdom, and judgment, so please use common sense as you listen. You've also got free will and are never under any force or spell because of viewing my content, if she can speak. Okay, I am going to get the cards shuffled. This is the Baroque Tarot deck, and this is the Radiant Wise Tarot. So I think I'll be reading with this one and using this one for clarification. So we'll go ahead and get started. I am calling upon the I Am presence living within us and permeating all of creation and consciousness to join me now. I welcome you, the high angelic realm and universal healers of the highest vibration, into this space to surround, protect, and guide this reading. Any lower vibrational energies or entities not aligned with this highest truth are not welcome here and must leave now. Our souls have a plan. May this reading remove obstacles and reveal what is meant to be seen along our soul's path so that we may shine our brightest light out into the world. May the roads which lead to the manifestation of our truest soul desires be opened now, clearly, divinely guided, and with ease. My intention for this message is to deliver peace, love, truth, wisdom, and empowerment. May my understanding and speech be plain and clear so that only what is needed to serve this intention is spoken. And may those who are meant to hear this message receive the aforementioned, pure and unperverted by fear or illusion. And so it is uttered, and so it is done. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get the cards shuffled. Please show us past cycle. Okay, we've got self-discipline. That popped out rather immediately. Please show me the current cycle for those viewing this message. What current cycle are they moving through? Love, partnership. Wow. And what is coming? Where is this leading? What is coming? What is coming? Thank you. Healing. Okay, and I don't know if you all can hear that in the background, but I'm gonna pause this to quiet my phone. Okay, sorry about that. My other phone was ringing, so I needed to shut it up. All right, so the cards we have again are self-discipline, which is a number 41 card, so that's the 5 energy. Love, partnership, the number 26 card, which is an 8. And healing, the number 66, which reduces to a 3. Okay, so let's get some energy from the tarot to see how this is playing out in your current situation. Please show me past energy for the self-discipline card. I'm already getting a storyline here because if we have self-discipline showing up in the past and then love, partnership, and then healing, to me, the self-discipline and the healing cards are connected because it is through healing that you can have self-discipline. So I don't know if a love partnership had come in the midst of this to maybe reveal or illuminate where there is healing needed. So this might be something that you are going through currently with someone who has come in, and there's been some, I don't want to say challenges, but there's been some thoughts about maybe partnering with someone that has shown you where you require more healing or the spaces within you where healing needs to occur. Okay, so what we have on the table here is the Hierophant, the Magician, the King of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. I am going to move all of this down here. I want to make sure you can still see it in the camera though. So this will be past energy. And present, and what is coming will be here. All right, so the Hierophant definitely is a archetype within the tarot that does exercise a lot of self-discipline. So with these cards, I'm already kind of feeling like something has been illuminated within you to say that, like, you know, where you couldn't continue on a path anymore. So maybe prior to coming onto this self-discipline path, you were a person who didn't have good boundaries, or a person who you know, just was a little reckless. And I say that with a lot of compassion, because I've definitely been there. But you know, even sometimes when we're being spontaneous and like we want to fly by the seat of our pants, and we want to just go and live without abandon and like all these other type of things, you know, it's definitely follow your heart but take your head with you. So I think that there may have been a phase that you came out of where, you know, you weren't taking your head with you. And from that, you know, you had to gather some self-discipline. Okay, so I want to understand what led to the self-discipline that we're seeing here in the past energy. What led up to this self-discipline? Okay, Ten of Cups. What led up to this self-discipline? What led up to it? Okay, with the Ten of Swords, the Judgment, and the World. So there was some type of ending that took place in the past, maybe a breakup of a family, a divorce. This could have even just been the breakup of a happy relationship, or something that you were really finding like an emotional foundation upon had like come apart. And I feel that, you know, you have since like picked up the pieces of your broken heart, so to speak, and picked up the pieces of your life. And this cycle has been completed. And coming out of this, you definitely had realized that, you know, if you were to truly complete this cycle and not have this drama, you know, continuously recur throughout your life, that there was going to be some self-discipline needed. Okay, so this was definitely a good move. I'm already feeling with the Hierophant, because you've brought some structure in. You know, you've got boundaries, you've got requirements. You know, not everybody has access to you, and if they have access to you, they have to, you know, maintain a level of performance. And I don't want to say it like that, but it's like, you know, you can't be around here acting a fool on me, you know, or around me or with me, you know. You come with a disclaimer, you know, handle with care, you know, don't juggle, don't shuffle, like that type of energy. So you know, definitely a little bit of learning the hard way. And you know, what I like about this is that you've rediscovered something about your value with the Page of Pentacles here. And the value that you have discovered, you're enforcing it. Okay, like you're not backing down in a way, let's say, from speaking your truth and telling people, you know, what's allowed, what's not allowed. And this is due to, you know, some power that you have realized or come into about yourself with the Magician. Like you got a newfound energy here, a newfound energy, a newfound will. I even feel like with the Magician card here, that you can start over. This is a lot of what has allowed you to start over, because I do feel a bit of a new identity. You know, I'm I'm hearing that song, I got a new attitude. And you're just not settling for what you settled for anymore. Okay, and then this is for current energy, please, underneath love, partnership. All right, so when it comes to this love partnership card, we've got the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Wands upright, the Nine of Wands, and the High Priestess. Wow. Okay, so something about someone that you've met. And let me just please clarify the love partnership card. What was the nature of this? 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 You know, what I'm already getting is that, you know, through not receiving what you needed, it's like through not receiving something, you realized what you needed, what you require. Oh, Six of Cups and the Fool. One more, please. One more, please. Someone from your past, and I'm feeling a past connection very strongly, just because we have the Judgment card here and the Six of Cups. And so it's almost like, you know, someone that you had known maybe a long time ago, like years and years and years ago, that you may have shared like fond memories with. They've come back around to see if, you know, we can have joy and fun and seasons in the sun. Well, you know, they want that old thing back. But I get the feeling that, like, you know, it's like, let's start over new. But something about this approach, like, you weren't really going for it. I feel like they wanted to have this, oh, you know, one thing can lead to another, or, you know, let's just go with the flow. Like, we don't need a plan. You know, this could be dating without intention. This could be somebody coming in and like their MO just really isn't clear. You know, it's almost like, what do you want? Like, you know, who sent you? What do you want? And, you know, I think it really gave an opportunity to figure out whether or not you know, this was even something that you wanted to give your fucks to. You know, like, should I really be spending any time, energy, effort on this? And I also feel like this partnership, whoever this is, there was a bit of stinginess involved. Like, I don't get the idea that this person was willing to, you know, this person doesn't seem generous. It seems like they're hiding things. It doesn't seem like everything is like 100 with what they're telling you and what they're doing. And I also feel that because we've got the Ace of Swords in reverse, okay? So it has that feeling of not having the full story up front. And this was bothering you, you know. I feel like it's like either there's like just a lot of water under the bridge. You know, we got the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands here. Wow. And like, you just knew right off the bat that something wasn't right. Like, something in you was just talking and saying, you know, this is going to take more than it gives. This is going to make you feel burdened. You know, something about this like just feels very tired, like weighing on your mind. Like, you know, it's not right. You know, it's probably not fruitful. And I feel like you might be in a situation currently where you haven't been able to, you know, you haven't made any decision about it yet, because the High Priestess kind of just sits in a space of knowing and doesn't really take action. Okay, but I feel like you are seeing this situation like very clearly, and your intuition is speaking to you. Like, you know, either this person has got a lot of shit going on, and they're trying to, you know, dump their wands on you, let's say, you know. I mean, and I don't want to say, well, this could be trauma dumping, but, you know, sometimes people are just looking for a break. And if they like your energy, and if you've got really good energy, they could be thinking like, oh, this person will make me feel better. You know, like, they have literally no intention of like adding to your life or like being helpful or like anything, like, or supporting you in any way. They're just concerned about what is going to make them feel the best, what is going to make them feel supported in their life, and what will make them feel better. And I feel like this person just wants to shit all over you, if I'm honest. High Priestess card here, so this could be a Pisces. And let me see, we have the Judgment in the World. I mean, that's Saturn. That's also like Pluto energy. Hierophant could be Taurus, Magician. But, you know, I mean, this was past, so I'm feeling like Pisces or some type of water sign energy, or this is also just you being in the energy where you're seeing things clearly and for what it is. Okay, so how is this leading to healing? I want to get a little bit more clarification on this present energy, because I feel like this person just does not have much to add to you or like benefit with you or like anything like that. All right, this one flew out. The Page of Swords. Okay, so are they a stalker? Are they sussing you out? You know, and oh, I hate this, because it's like they want to know all your business. They want to know what's going on with you, and you know, where are you Monday nights and Tuesday nights, and you know, why didn't you text me back, call me back? And like they want to be all up in your business. All right, but this person is not really giving. They're not really giving. Okay, they're just trying to figure out, look, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, like, guess what I'm saying? Like, stingy, not really having a whole lot to offer. And I also feel with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse that this person is potentially also just feeling down about themselves, like not really feeling, you know, complete and like worthy in themselves. And so they are looking to you to help them feel better. So please show me future energy for this healing card. And I'm glad to see this healing, like real talk. I'm also glad that because this lets me know that whatever this lesson was that happened in the past, it did its work. It did its work on you. You got your boundaries straight. This feels like a test to say like, oh, are your boundaries really straight? You know, like the universe is dangling you a carrot. Like, oh, are you sure you don't want this carrot anymore? You know? So, and you looking at it, like, you know, the old me probably would have loved this carrot, but the healed me, and how I feel you're even realizing how healed you are. Otherwise, you would have been caught up in this. But I'm going to see, you know, let's see future energy for this story that we have here. Please show me future energy for the healing card. That one wanted to come out. Please show me future energy. Future energy. Future energy. Thank you. Oh, okay. Future energy. One more, please. Okay. And if the cards flip over, I let them flip. They're not reversed in this deck. So we've got the Three of Cups, the Eight of Wands. Okay. The Two of Swords reversed, and the Two of Wands reversed. Sorry, I just snorted. That happens sometimes. Yeah, Two of Wands reversed. Like we can just be friends with this Three of Wands. And I feel like that is what you are offering this situation. Like, hey, we can be friends, we can hang out, we can have fun, but we are not moving forward, okay? Because Two of Wands is like envisioning a future and making plans, and it's like, no, we're not making any plans. Not looking forward to this. And Two of Swords, usually this is like indecision and not being able to make up one's mind, but in reverse, I feel like, you know, point blank period, like the only moving forward that we are going to do. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Like the only moving forward that's going to happen is like, I'm moving forward with myself. You are concerned about what brings you joy, what satisfies, you know, your joy body, your inner child. And you're saying no to anything that just does not resonate with that. And I feel like, you know, you have seen this inside and out. And, you know, I think this is coming up in this reading just to say that, like, you know, in a different time, place, and space, I feel like you would have really been tempted with this situation. And you may have made the same decision that got you this this 10 of swords on top of this 10 of cups. You know, it's like, I got to listen to my intuition this time. I have to hold my grounds, hold my boundaries, and I need to do what brings me joy. Like this is the decision that you are going to be making. And so kudos to you. Anything else about this healing energy? Anything else about this healing energy? Anything else? Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. You telling this playboy, this fuckboy, like, not today, sir, or ma'am, whoever, like, you know, that fast, like, you know, only fools rush in. And it's like, you know, I've been there, I've done that. I ain't doing this no more. You know, I'm not being reckless. I'm not just, you know, giving it up with like no effort, no nothing, you know, like the this is what I'm saying. Knight of Swords, King of Pentacles, and King of Swords, like Knight of Wands and King of Swords and 10 of Pentacles. You know, I feel like you feel whole within yourself. You've gotten pieces and parts of yourself back through this journey in order to be able to stand up for yourself and not make these kind of energies anymore. It's like, this is like a boy, or like a child pretending to be an adult, and they're really not. And I feel like this is you and you're like grown man, grown woman, grown person energy, pretty much saying like, what have you done for me lately? And also like a king doesn't want things from a child. And I'm not saying like a child, like that's a bad thing, but I mean a child in such that like they're dependent. They need to be taken care of. They need to be nurtured. They need to be fed. Like this person is needy and like would have only taken from you. They wouldn't have given anything. And also I'm just feeling like such a recklessness with this energy. Like, you know, they don't think about how they move and just out here, you know, like in the, like this person is for the streets. Okay. Like, take that how you want. But like, I am getting some definite like for the streets type of energy off of that. So, I am happy for you. I want to see what's on the bottom of this deck, communication. You're going to be telling this person soon enough what you have decided, how you feel about this, and that is what you need to do. And I feel like what you're going to do in this scenario. So I do just want to take a card from the messages of the universe. I'm going to give this a quick 3 shuffle. Just to see if there's any closing advice for you all. And kudos to you on this, because, you know, especially as we're in this eclipse portal, you know, in between the new moon eclipse and the full moon eclipse, you know, I just feel like the past is coming back to see if we're really over it before we start to see some new energy coming in. And you're ready for new energy. And this self-discipline that you have been doing, it's working for you. So keep up this energy. Okay, this says, in your journey, there will be times where you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, this may be the energy that you were in that you might be in currently under this love partnership, because, you know, it is easy to get frustrated that, like, you know, you keep circling the same drain perhaps, or you keep having like the same type of person, you know, different body, same spirit type of person coming back around and around and around and around. I didn't really see any confusion in your spread here, but maybe that could be the Ace of Swords reversed, that you weren't so sure. You weren't sure. But with the High Priestess being here, I was really feeling that you were certain that this whole thing was a lie. Okay. But this is a transition space, as I was just saying, like about being within this eclipse portal where, you know, things are changing, the out and the old and the new are, you know, things are moving in, people moving out, people moving in, like it's happening. It's happening. And so keep your filter strong. Keep your filter strong, what you are doing. You're on the right path here. And you are definitely doing the right things. You know, you're going to be a lot happier once you can move through this. And I feel like you're not going to be looking back. These Eight of Wands is only going to be looking forward, focused on your own wealth, your own prosperity, and how you feel whole within yourself. All right. Well, thank you all so much. If you like my reading style and messages, hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment on this video. And I hope to see you again on the next one. Thanks. Bye.